Welcome back to another Talkers on the Wall video. We are back with another Superman video, and I already relayed a lot of my thoughts out there, so I'm pretty much just going to hand this over to Luke. What'd you think of the new Superman film?
I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It made me cry twice. First of all, the acting and the way it was shot and just the whole storyline. Superman didn't feel super overpowered. He felt powerful, but still didn't feel like he could just take on anything. Obviously they had the kryptonite, but even before the kryptonite, he needed help, and I thought that was a very good thing to have. Because don't get me wrong, Superman is obviously the strongest, whatever is supposed to be, but seeing him as still kind of starting out, because you see in the beginning, it's he's only been active for 3 years, something like that. So seeing him still kind of fresh and everything was very I don't know. I thought it was really good. A new-ish perspective on it, and he wasn't, like I said, overpowered in any way. And it felt more down to earth and everything. And then the dog was a lot of fun, and then the reveal that it's Supergirl's dog in the end. Spoilers. Supergirl's dog in the end was really funny. Millie Alcott from House of the Dragon. I thought she was pretty good in the few minutes that she was on screen.
Dude, I was just glued to the screen. I am we're gonna talk about it a little bit later, but I am so excited for what they're doing for that.
Yeah.
I just say too. Oh, sorry. But
I was gonna say, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but they're I don't know if it's a fan poster or if it's an official poster, but it's the Superman symbol, and it says "Don't look up," but it's crossed off, and it says
"Look out."
Yeah, and it's Millie Alcott on the side, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do a little deep dive in now. So going on your points, and Braden made this point too. Superman's really the almost putting the damsel in distress, and how it's Mr. Terrific and Lois that save him.
Yeah. He needed saving and everything. It was awesome.
Something I'd like to ask you too is, this is actually quite a bit what I've just been hearing online. This Superman, I keep forgetting his name. I'm so sorry, but
I don't remember his name either.
But this Superman almost feels more friendly. He's a pushover, but he's just a kind guy.
Yeah.
But compared to Henry Cavill, motherfuckers were afraid of that dude.
Yeah.
So I just want to see, do you like the more friendly, I'm gonna save everyone at any cost, or do you like the more just stoic badass?
No, I like the more friendly, I'm gonna save everybody, because that's what Superman is supposed to be. He's just some down home country kid, that he relates to a lot of people, and he's watching out for everybody and everything. He's, I don't know, he feels more relatable, I guess, than the Henry Cavill Superman, because the Cavill Superman, he was just this big, intimidating presence, but it was a different universe with Batfleck and everything like that. Everybody was dark and gritty, but I like the way James Gunn's been doing stuff. I like the way James Gunn has been doing stuff and everything, and making it more lighthearted, how Guardians of the Galaxy is and everything like that. James Gunn, I don't know if you've seen the tags, but the gun don't miss, or the gun don't jam. I thought that was pretty funny. I like it though. I like the lighthearted Superman.
Yeah, and something James Gunn does really well, to your point, is he really brings in a super fun, mellow, certain vibe to a film, and then on a dime it can just flip into a really good scene where it's Clark and his dad having that heart to heart, where it's just that message isn't who you are, how you were raised was and that's really cool. And comparing it to the Guardians films, because it sucks that people that we compare Guardians to what this universe is going to be, but you also have to judge previous work to see if that person improves in their filmmaking.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I just think it's very consistent in the best way possible because Guardian it's fantastic. Um, did you have any gripes with the film?
Any gripes? I can't really think of any right now. I'm sure I had some like when I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
But like it was nothing like major. It might have just been like this was kind of wonky here, or this writing sounded kind of cringe there. But like all around, like I think I would give the whole movie like 4.5 out of 5. Like I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and I'm really excited to see like where the rest of James Gunn's universe goes, and because they're talking about doing, or he was talking about doing. It's like every movie has its own like theme, and it's going to be like all made its own way. Like they're talking about doing like a rated R movie for some superhero or something.
Clayface is rated R.
It's going to be like a body horror or whatever, and I'm super excited for that because like that's going to be insane.
Yeah, no, I really like it. Also, James Gunn's mentioned too that movies are not going to be put out just to be put out. He will wait 8 years for a certain script to work in his universe, or that movie's just not happening.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing on what he's doing. He's very strict, but it's almost like what he's doing with the DC. It's like a chessboard. Like, we're gonna put Superman here is gonna be the focal point, and then we're gonna move on with Supergirl, and then we're gonna introduce this character.
Yeah. So like at the beginning of the movie, that says. Metahumans have been around for, I think it said 3 centuries or something like that. So, like, it's a big thing that, like, all these metahumans are already, like, set up and it's, like, known in the world. Like, we already have the Justice Gang and everything like that. So it's, like, already, like, an established fact that there are superheroes and everything. Whereas in, like, the Snyderverse or the DCEU, whatever... DCEU. It was like Superman was like the first metahuman to come around or something like that, and then everybody kind of followed after. So I think it's great that like Superman isn't the first, but he was like the biggest because he wasn't like born on Earth.
Yeah. Now let's transition into Supergirl because like we talked before, Amelia Alcock is gonna be so good in this role, and I'm so excited. It was almost like intoxicating, like seeing the banter between the two in that short scene, and it being announced that Crypto is her dog. It makes so much sense on why.
He has that line earlier in the movie where he's like, "Oh, it's a foster dog," and my mind was like, immediately I was like, "Oh, like it's just kind of like a little funny bit that like it's not actually his dog, but it's like a dog with superpowers, and he's just." Wait to see if there's somebody that would be able to take care of him. And then at the end of the movie, Supergirl shows up and it's like, oh, it really was just a foster dog, and like Supergirl is like they have an established connection already. It's not like a Supergirl comes in and it's like, wait, you're my cousin? Oh my god, that's crazy. I thought it was really good.
I could not be more excited for 2026 when it comes to that film. Like James Gunn already nailed it with Superman, and I don't know which direction they're gonna go. I'll be completely honest. I don't understand Supergirl's like villains or know them, but
they're too much.
Yeah, I just all I know is I'm ready. She could be fighting fucking Mustafa or something, and then I'm there. But
yeah, I'm guessing based off of like the little setup line with her, like, oh, she likes to go party on red sun planets. It'll probably be like an off-world planet maybe, and it'll be more of like a, not that this Superman movie wasn't like happy-go-lucky, but it'll be more like happy-go-lucky, maybe party vibes, something like that. Like she gets caught when she's out on the town on a red sun planet, and then she like doesn't have her powers as much or something. I don't know. I'm definitely interested though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so my question for you is, do you think we're going to see, like, Lex Luthor in the future again, or is this going to be, like, maybe, like, Superman 2, he kind of comes back, and that's the end of it, or is it going to be, like, like, Justice League, when they finally get everybody back together, like, we get, like, the introduction of Batman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, any of those people, like, is Lex Luthor going to end up being, like, the big bad for all of them again?
I don't know as far as like a Justice League villain, but what I will say is that I definitely see him coming back in the future.
Mm.
Um, as someone that's pulling the strings behind, like
Oh yeah.
I'd probably guess that we won't see him at least for another 2, 3 DC movies.
Oh yeah. It's definitely gonna be a while, I think.
Yeah. But I think he just did too good of a performance,
Oh yeah.
and the bones of this DCU. I think he's just naturally going to be a part of it now. Like you can't take out like I would almost dare I say that he's a vital organ of this universe now, and he's here to stay for sure. What
Oh
about
yeah.
you?
If they don't bring Nicholas Hoult back for Lex Luthor, like big swing and a miss, because like
Yeah.
this dude was a fucking top tier hater.
Yeah.
Like the whole
Bro has brain rot monkeys.
yeah, the super shit was so
Yeah.
funny. And then it was he's like, I didn't create this problem in Barovia to get land. I created it so I could have a reason to kill you. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
Jesus
bro.
Christ, dude.
And the Russian roulette scene, oh my gosh, dude,
yeah.
that was sick. That was insane.
Yeah, and he was just like, oh, I didn't expect it to go that fast. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah,
And yeah, that dude's death, real quick, to get back onto the movie, like that was crazy. I've seen people like talking about at the end of the movie, like you get the newspaper clipping of him, and he actually did have family and everything. So he literally just told Superman he didn't have family, so Superman wouldn't feel guilty about him dying. And it was like, oh my god.
I didn't catch that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I didn't either until like it was
Yeah.
pointed out online. But I was like, oh my god, that's so like sad and like such a big like character thing. Like the fact that like people don't want Superman to like feel guilty about their deaths on his head, so they will like go out of their way and be like, no, don't worry about it. There's nobody out there for me. Like it was just like so sad and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Something that we talked about in the earlier review. Do you think that Luthor was just a little too one-dimensional? I personally thought it was just a tad bit just one-dimensional. I was okay with it since it was his first appearance,
Mhm.
but I would like to see a little bit more depth and a little bit more like self-reflection. Even though it was kind of cool how he just embodied like, yeah, bro, I don't give a shit about this world. I just hate you, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I thought it was. I guess wasn't really thinking about that at the time. I thought it was like the performance and everything was pretty good, and I thought it was just like he was played. It was very funny and also like pretty intimidating at the same time. Like all the power he had at his disposal, and like the fact that he made like clone Superman and everything just to like have somebody to beat Superman. I don't know. Now that you say it, I guess I could probably see like the one-dimensionality of it.
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really think anything of it too much at the time, though. So,
Yeah. Now, something that is a big discussion now with the success of Superman and the success of the Batman. Naturally people are thinking, can this work?
yeah,
Personally, me, leave it alone. I would just say, just keep them two separate things. I think they're two complete opposites, and they weren't even intended to be made together. So I just think you just leave it alone, let the DCU thrive, and everyone can roll a religion check to see if the Batman 2 comes out.
Oh my God, yeah, that thing has been stuck in hell. I feel like, but they, I think they started. I know there's like a finished script.
The
I don't know if
script, yeah.
they finished or started recording or anything like that for it.
Well, it'll happen after Dune Messiah.
Oh yeah, okay. I have seen there was a few references to the Batman in the Superman movie. I don't know if you've seen it yet. When they're evacuating, I guess there's a sign that reads like Gotham Tunnel or something like that. So, like a tunnel that goes from the city to Gotham. And then there was also in the background, one of the news stations said something about Gotham being in trouble because there was flooding going on and like a bunch of people are been injured and killed and stuff like that. They didn't say like why there was flooding; it just said flooding.
Yeah,
It's definitely like kind of open ended, so that they wouldn't need to like wrap it up, tie it in. I feel like I could see them like coming together. Like James Gunn said, you know, he wants each movie to have like a different theme and feel to it. So like Batman being like this nitty gritty, like hardcore movie, and then Superman being like this fun, you know, kind of whimsical, still kind of high stakes movie. I could see them being together though.
Yeah. I guess honestly, I don't. I could like I can't see it, but I would believe in it. You know, I'd be like, I feel like they're doing this for the right reasons. You know, I feel like they're like, we can't find a better Batman, and we can't find a ready standalone intro to where it just works.
Yeah.
But I would be excited.
I think if they didn't want to use Robert Pattinson Batman, they would have to wait until like the Batman finishes up to even introduce a new Batman. Because then, like, people would get... I feel like if you introduce a new Batman while, like, the Batman is still coming out... and because, like, they have talks about doing, like, 3 Batman movies with Robert Pattinson. So if they wanted to introduce a new one, they would have to wait, I feel like, until the Batman finishes up. Otherwise, you know, people are gonna... It would just be confusing to talk about, like, oh, you know, like, did you see the Batman? Like, that new Batman movie? And then we're like, which one? You know? Like, it'd be like having 2 Spider-Man movies coming out like at the same time.
Well, I mean, you go Far From Home and what? I'm trying to think, because Into the Spider-Verse and then Far From Home came out in the same calendar year. But yeah, I know it's animated, but
well, not only that, but it's also 2 different characters. Like it's Miles Morales and
that's fair.
But like if they could do that, I guess with like a Batman, like they could do like Dick Grayson or something like that as Batman, or Nightwing taking up the mantle or something like that. I just don't think they could do 2 Bruce Wayne movies like in the same year or like around the same time. I think people would get too confused about it.
I don't know if they would get confused. I just think that they would just bite heads at each other like I just think
what we're getting with like Snyderverse, and then this movie is like all the Snyderverse people are being like, oh, they're redoing Superman again, but Zack Snyder already made the perfect one, and it was like,
dude, no, come on, that universe was ass.
Yeah, like Superman movie was fun, like standalone, like it was like very nitty gritty and everything. But yeah, like the universe as a whole was just
yeah, no bueno. But I'm all out of yap on this.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I had a great time with the movie. Like I said, probably 4.5 out of 5 stars. Made me cry twice. Punk rock to care about people. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're out.
Have a good one.